Welcome to this tech tip showing how to use EdgeCam's rough turning cycle, stock recognition, and chuck avoidance. The part on the screen has toolpath that's already been created to take care of facing, rough turning, drilling a hole, and boring. The toolpath was created in a previous software version. Let's turn off the display of some of the things and focus in on the toolpath. First, notice that there's been a 1-inch drill that's been used, and it opens up the ID for some distance, and then the boring bar takes over and does some work. The intent that we'd now like to do is to have the boring bar continue through the back end of the part. I'm going to edit the rough turn cycle. We're going to go over to the Lead Links tab and turn on the select option to extend the end to the stock and continue past it by 100 thousandths of an inch. With our intent in place, the CAM software modifies the toolpath to continue till the tool has reached 100 thousandths past the back end of the stock. Looking more closely though, let's take advantage of the software's ability to understand the current stock condition. I think that I can use a bigger tool than the 1-inch insert drill. Let's swap this out for an 1.25-inch tool that's also available at the machine. After swapping in the new tool, the software is able to expand the recognition of the stock, and then we can regenerate or rebuild the toolpath to respect that, and one of the toolpath passes is no longer needed and has now been dropped from the toolpath simply because of the software's stock recognition. That happens because of the update stock command, which is issued before rough turn. The update stock command considers the machining that's been previously done on this part. You can issue that command anytime by going to the miscellaneous drop-down list and choosing the update stock command. Let's look at the OD toolpath now. And look at the rough turn cycle where the OD work is being done. We can go to the same Lead Links tab and say, great, let's extend that to the end of the stock as well by 100 thousandths. And while the software does that, we can see that the result is that the toolpath is going to be put into the chuck, and that's going to certainly be an interference condition. EdgeCam is aware of the chuck, and if we go to the Control tab and go to Advanced Options, we can select the option to collision check the main spindle in this case. If this had been work on a machine with a subspindle, we could choose the collision check subspindle to avoid that spindle instead. Let's press OK, and notice that the toolpath is now modified to stay clear of the chuck. The controls for that are placed in the Update Fixtures command. Typically, this command is placed at the top of any new machining sequence you create. It is possible to issue it as needed, perhaps older parts where it's not in there, using the Update Fixtures command. This is similar and parallel to milling. When I edit the Update Fixtures command, collision check is enabled, and notice that right now the offset is 200 thousandths. If I change that value to be 1/8 of an inch and press OK, we can see that the rough turn toolpath is now allowed to move closer to the chuck, but it is trimmed as soon as it's 1/8 inch away from the chuck. This combination of technologies provides the security to program using my machining intent and trust that the software will build suitable toolpath. Additional information is available in the M2 Technologies Tech Tip on rough turning, stock recognition, and chuck avoidance. The M2 blog site has many tech tips and training segments. Use the search option on the blog page with keywords rough turn to locate this tech tip and additional information. Contact us by email or phone if you need additional assistance or have questions on CAM applications.